Good morning, Voyagers. Okay, so countdown has begun for the album release that we've been waiting for so long. Never thought I'd see the day, but there it is, we have it. And the first place to get it will be New Zealand. So, way. And then after that will be Australia and Singapore. They'll work their way round to us. So, what to do? I've got a few friends in Australia that they're about 4 hours away from when I'm doing this video now. So they're by their computers waiting for their downloads, no doubt. And I'm in Spain, so I'll get it at midnight Spain. What I decided to do is obviously my vinyl. I phoned up my local department store where I ordered. They hadn't, as of yesterday, received any stock, and I've not had an email from Universal Music Spain to say it's on its way. So I doubt very much that my vinyl will arrive on the 5th. It'll probably be arriving in the shop on the 5th, but anyway, they basically said that they would send an SMS once it's arrived. So what I'm going to do is tonight, midnight, I'll download the tracks on the Amazon Spain, and I'm preparing a little CD because I'm going to rip the tracks. I'm going to keep my volume off the computer in case I make a mistake, and once the tracks appear, I'll pop them into a little playlist on a CD Mixmeister. It's one of these old programs that DJs do to mix tracks and things like that, where you can put them in order. What I've done is I put track 1 first. I put the very tail end of The Day Before You Came, because that's the last ever ABBA track that was recorded. But then I put a little crossfade for the tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock of Like an Angel Passing Through My Room, which is the last track on the official last album. And then I put on, because we know which is the first track on the album, I put I Still Have Faith in You already parked as track 3, which, you know. And then once the other tracks come in from the download, I'll pop those in as well, burn the CD, and then we'll go into the living room and put the CD on like that, so you'll hear The Day Before You Came, just a tail end, just like Agneta saying Day Before You Came, fade off, crossfade to tick tock, tick tock, and then play the rest of the album. So it'll be, I'm getting a bit emotional even just talking about it now, really. Stop it. Because no one ever thought this would happen, and it is, so it's good. The last couple of days I've been a little bit annoyed, so you'll have to forgive me if I got a bit annoyed with people about people placing snippets and previews on public Instagram and sites like that, which I've tried to avoid and everything. I just don't understand why people do that, especially when it's, you know, imminent. But each person has their own way of trying to spoil the other one's fun, I suppose. But apart from now, all my devices are on mute and volume down. So in case anybody decides to try to spoil it, they're not going to, because there's no way that I'm going to have my evening spoiled. So what we're going to do is, once we've got the tracks burnt onto the CD, we'll sit down in the living room, and I've got a little camera, and I'm going to do a bit of filming of our reactions. Everyone's in celebratory mood here, I think. And we're going to record the full first listen, but I'm not going to do a YouTube live, because I did a test last night and it was a bit crappy sound and everything. So I'm going to use my professional Sony camera, like we did for the live stream, and that way, and also I'll upload it once everybody in the world has had their turn as well, because there's no point. I hope people don't do this, don't do live listens before the rest of the world hasn't even had a chance to download their tracks. That's not fair. So if anyone's thinking that, think again, because that's also, you're delving into the legality of doing that. Not really supposed to. So the way they want the album to be released is by time zones, fair enough. You know, you're going to get, I mean, I've seen someone say, oh, I'm getting a VPN so I can be logged in New Zealand so I can listen. That's good, bully for you, but, you know, can't be asked. So I'm going to do it in my own way. And also, this morning on British TV, we got a little snippet of what the Avatar concerts were going to look like. Really, really, to dispel any sort of talk about, oh, it's just a projection on a screen. No, it's not. This is much, much, much more advanced. And we just had a little taster on the morning TV. And they're working, I'm sure, really hard on little bits and bobs, you know, over the winter for us to keep informed as to what's going on with the Avatar concerts. There's a picture that appeared on a couple of sites of the four of them. Looks like around a piano, but they've got kind of funny caskets or something with a kind of camera here. And people are wondering whether maybe that's a last minute thing or a close-up of faces to do an Avatar, possibly a video for possibly a single for the Christmas. Possibly, I mean, it's just guesswork. But, you know, you can see that they've got like these headsets on with these kind of things. But it's only, they haven't got their funny costumes on. It's just their faces. So something possibly there. I don't know when that was shot, but it looked like it was prior to the pandemic, because Agnieszka hasn't got a mask on in that one, so it might have been 2019, but we don't know. It's just little bits of things. I know there's a listening party in the ABBA official fan club on Facebook later on today, but I'm not going to go there. And also, people in that room are getting a little bit on my nerves with this whole just like that thing. Drop it, will you? Just drop it. It's not going to happen. We've got some nice, fresh, new tracks to listen to. And it's an exciting day. And we should all just enjoy it. And just relax and immerse ourselves in the new music. And don't jump to conclusions about your first listen, you know, because remember, ABBA has to be listened to 3 or 4 times before you get it. You have to put your headphones on and hear the layers and all the work that's gone into these tracks. And I'm sure there's a message that's in this album. That's why we need to play it in the order it comes. No jumping to track 2. Play it in the order that it comes. And then you'll get, I'm sure there's a message. I think the last few lines on Just a Notion on side 1 about the dream is about to come true is when you turn over the album cover, the album vinyl or track 6 on the CD. And then, because we're in uncharted territory there, we don't know any of the songs. And then we find out who Dan is and whether my predictions as to how the tempos would be from my video from the 22nd of September are. If you want to go and watch the video from 22nd of September when I go through all the tracks purely by looking at the titles and stuff like that to see how the tracks might be and see how much I got right. It's just a bit of fun. And that's it. So gonna prepare my cameras and my lighting to make sure that I get a nice little video to upload, but I won't upload it until everybody is clear and everybody has had a good chance to download it legally, properly, in the way that it's been supposed to be done. So that'll be it from me for today, and going to really enjoy the moment, and hopefully everybody that watches the videos here and everything is going to share their thoughts as well on the tracks, and it's just a wonderful, gracious, glorious, joyous day that I've been looking forward to this for a long time. Sorry.